We want to stay in China now and take you to Beijing, where CCTV's Neela Eyunni joins us with some new economic numbers. Neela.
Thanks, Mike. China revised the rate of last year's economic growth down by 0.1 percentage point. The GDP for 2014 was about $10 trillion US. Now, China is calculating the number 3 times. The preliminary calculation showed a 7.4% growth, while the preliminary verification is showing 7.3% growth. The final number will be released in several months. What is unusual is that this time it was revised lower. The 2013 GDP, for example, was adjusted up by more than $300 billion US. But last year's growth was the weakest since 1990. That was due to a housing slowdown, softening domestic demand, and unsteady exports. Growth further slowed to 7% in the first half of 2015. And that's the new target as the country braces for a new normal period of slower but higher quality growth. Mike?
What's Beijing saying about the economy?
Well, Beijing is sending assuring messages. China's top economic planner on Monday said the world's second largest economy is stabilizing and changing for the better. That's because of factors like stabilizing rail freight and a warming property market. And China is spreading the word about future steps.
Our Chinese colleagues have given an appraisal of the recent developments, and they have said that they have decided on comprehensive structural reform programs that they will introduce. They have also said recently what they think of the high growth rates in double-digit figures, and that they will go back to growth rates of 6.5 or 7%.
That was the German finance minister referring to comments from his Chinese counterpart at the G20 meeting last week. Chinese Finance Minister Lou Jiwei said a 7% growth rate is forecast for the next 4 to 5 years, and that is the new normal. In other news, the northeastern coastal city of Dalian is making final preparations for the summer Davos. Chinese Premier Li Keqiang will attend and address the opening ceremony. The topic of China's economy is expected to once again dominate the event. China will also elaborate on its reform and innovation drive. And the Mid-Autumn Festival is quickly approaching, and this year the government is inviting the public to report excessive spending by officials. The festival takes place on the day of the harvest moon, that's September the 27th this year. Ahead of the festivities, Beijing has warned all government officials against corruption and extravagance. The discipline watchdog is concerned that the festival might be used as a cover for bribery. And that's a look at what's going on across China. Now back to Mike in the studio.